Hello, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm here. The title of this video will either say, I've seen 4 Matrix movies or 5. And 5, that's not clickbait, because there's I think the movie between the third and the fourth, the second and the third one in terms of release dates. It's called the Animatrix. It's an animation of the Matrix. It's a 9 anthology movies compressed to an hour and a half. It's canon. Question out the gate. Does it hold up? Yeah, it does hold up. Which one? As a trilogy, they're cool, but the first one holds up the most out of any of them by a long shot. For me, it encapsulates everything of what the Matrix should be, It does not feel dated whatsoever. Also, I'm not gonna lie to you, my camera is about to die. I forgot to charge it. So I'm going to use this moment to talk about the first Matrix. And I totally did not record for half an hour yesterday talking about the first and the second movie, not realizing that I was not recording. Well, I was, but something happened and it stopped, Anyway, I'm really surprised by the first. I'm really surprised by the first Matrix movie. It did not waste time whatsoever. You're in the movie, bow, Neo, Matrix. You're the one, come through, my guy, and and that's it. Before you know it, the movie is over. I think it's the longest movie. It's 2 hours and a half, and it ended like that. When it ended, I was like, that's it. I wanted more because it was good and it kept me engaged. That I didn't feel that I was sitting here for 2 hours and a half watching this. I thought that we would spend at least 20 minutes going with Neo. Hey, I'm Neo. I like computers. Here's my job. I go to this noodle shop. I like the noodles. But one time, I saw this cat like twice, and that was stripping me out, Chief. I didn't know what to do. Next thing I know, 3 hours, 3 hours into the movie, I met Morpheus. He's a cool guy. Did you know that, Neo was supposed to be a black guy and Morpheus was supposed to be a white guy, but Will Smith did not play Neo? So we got Black Morpheus and now White Morpheus, which actually is a blessing in disguise, It was really interesting how it got to it fast, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Morpheus explaining things to Neo. It felt very fresh, even though it came out when I was born in 1999. The idea of, whoa, we're trapped in the Matrix is all simulation in your dumb ass. No, it does not feel dated whatsoever. It feels fresh. Oh, we're enslaved by machines to use us for energy. It's good, makes sense, and interesting. And also, it does not waste my time. It's not trying too hard, Like, here's the Matrix, we're slaves. Bada bada boop. You're the one, Neo. Neo as a character, especially in the first movie, is really interesting. He doesn't care sometimes. When he got in the car with Eternity and the other agent, and she told him to take off his shirt, she told him, hey, it's either our way or the highway. He looked at her like, the highway. Fine. There were some just unexpected moments with Neo, and I really enjoyed it. The character was not predictable to me, to a certain extent, and I like that, The only thing that feels aged is the woo, the he, the your mama. I was living with Patrick, and he showed me this movie and told me this just came out. I might believe you, my guy, because other than the crazy shots, there's no there isn't really a giveaway to this, you know. So, kudos to you, I guess. There are a lot of fights. I didn't expect this, and they are very entertaining. From Neo getting folded to Morpheus getting folded. That dude that betrayed them, it was so obvious. As soon as I saw him leaning on that door, I knew it. I watched the movies with my brother, and he knew it right away. Because when you see a dude like this, you just don't trust the guy. He was posting up behind Neo's door, like, so you deliver food to him, but not to me when when I woke up like 10 years ago. Like, he was obvious. But that's not a bad thing because the movie did not try to hide it, as a crazy reveal. It was simple and interesting, just like the plot. And I think this is intentional in the sense of they didn't want to complicate things, especially in 1999, Honestly, just the effects will wow them. And that did alone, no concept, no nothing, the shots, the effects, that was crazy by itself. So at some point, Morpheus gets caught. Agent Smith is gonna make him talk using this, like, truth serum of some kind. So they have to kill him so he won't talk. But Neo says, you know what? Let me go and save him.
Morpheus believed something, and he was ready to give his life for what he believed. I understand that now. That's why I have to go.
Why?
Because I believe in something.
What?
I believe I can bring him back.
You know what? You're right. Morpheus is way too precious. Let's plug you in. Actually, if you die, we're kinda screwed. Morpheus, he can go, he's already delivered the one and stuff, so you're more valuable than him. You're staying. But then again, Morpheus is that dude, I've known him for so long, and if he's gone, I don't know who will take charge. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. He's the one that pilots the ship half the time, so we should probably, save him. But on the other hand, we could probably do some mojo, since you're the one, maybe we can do some mojo and maybe bring him back eventually, so let's kill him now. One of my favorite scenes is the lobby fight. You just gotta love it. Neo and Trinity just walking in and blasting up the whole place. That was really fun. And them saving Morpheus, and yeah, Neo dying at the end was unexpected. I was making jokes, I was interested, I'm watching the movie, and then blah 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 Bajlawi. You got a friend in me. The movie just ended after that, he got powers, he became Man Super, and that's it. The movie's over. I wanted more. That's the best thing that this movie did. Wanting more, it ended. Where's the next one? I should not have watched the next one. My golly, the second one was just filler. Jesus. So overall, I'm gonna give the original one a 9 out of 10. So the second movie is not that good. I want to be honest with you. Me with the hoodie. Nah, man. The audio sounds way too quiet, and honestly, I wasn't really feeling all of that. So I'm here to re-record it. Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I did this in one take. Nobody does. Nobody does this. Not even Drake. I probably need to upgrade my mic. Maybe get a boom mic with a moving arm, because this is way too wobbly and it makes a lot of sound that I don't like. That bothers me so much. I'm trying to find the optimal settings to have it, hear me well and not catch the smallest for me, the I hate that editing. I try to hide it sometimes, but it's very difficult when every noise is a mouth noise. I don't know how streamers do it. They all sound so clean with no mouth noises or anything. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm born with this gullet. I don't know. So the second movie, it's absolutely garbage. There's nothing to it except for the ending with the Father Matrix. That and afterward, saving Trinity, Neo going at sonic speed, making a tornado behind him of cars and stuff. That was cool. Neo using his powers outside of the Matrix. That was cool too. But unfortunately, the ending does not justify the 2 hours that I sat through it that felt like 4 hours. It's crazy how this movie is shorter than the first one, but felt twice as long. I had to pause, get some snacks, come back. Me and my brother, we were bored out of our mindos. Because this movie does nothing but be an exposition. It's exposition the movie. And in the first half, I should call it Horny People, the movie. It's nothing but horny people. From Neo to Trinity, to the French program and his wife, to the entire population of Zion. Everybody is way too horny. And let's not talk about the sex scene between Neo and Trinity. Who asked for it? That was so awkward to sit through it. While also having this weird cut of from the sex scene to Zion people just grinding on each other. You want to see this in 03? Just a lot of grinding, slow-mo grinding. I think that there was a nip slip in there. I'm not sure. That might have been a dude. Maybe not. So let's break it down and go through it bit by bit. Fights. What about the fights? What do you think, my guy? The fights would not end. Every fight, for some reason, takes 20 minutes, even though it should be over in 5. Neo could easily bop every one of these fools, but he chooses not to until the very end. Either he escapes or he actually kills the person. The fight with the Smith and his Smith is cool, but again drawn out. But I'll give this one a pass. But the fight with Neo and the henchman of the French dude, the Canadian, I hate him. So I'm not gonna memorize his name. He's just boring and awful and way too horny. That fight, the henchman had the right idea of picking up weapons off the wall. There were swords, shields, and this thing that I can't remember the name of, and they were attacking Neo. Neo disarmed them about 50 times on the span of like 10 minutes. And then in the 51st time, he's like, oh, yeah, I should probably kill them. And then he finally picks up a sword and starts stabbing people. Why? My guy, what took you so long? The car chase scene was cool, but again, drawn out for no apparent reason. But actually, there is a reason. And there is a reason on why everything is so drawn out, especially the fights, which is the visual effects. Watch this car flip in slow-mo. Again. Do it one more time. Another one time for the one time. Maybe do it like 3 more times. Wow, when this statue is falling, it looks crazy in the fight, right? It's very outdated. And it's nothing but a visual showcase of the set and the effects, which is now, yeah, very old and uninteresting. The first movie had fights that were just, pure fights and pure fun and were not drawn out. Here it's the opposite. Nothing but special effects and another conflict for the one time. So the fights were meh. What about the plot? Was good. There is none. What are you talking about? You stupid? You want an actual story? There's nothing. All that happens in the movie is, oh, Zion is about to be attacked by, 250,000 senators. Bunch of senates. All that happens is Zion is about to be attacked by 250,000 sentinels. And that's it. Goodbye. See you in the third movie. The fight does not happen, and Neo does nothing about the Matrix. He tries, but then he gets bamboozled in the end. It's exposition, no move. So from the Oracle, talking about real programs, to the Father Matrix, bamboozling Neo, to the French program, I don't even know what he ranted about. The new characters are very annoying and very boring. Again, we're gonna start off with an easy one, the French program. He's such a wasted opportunity. All are wasted opportunities, by the way, but he's the most one. He's in the Keymaker. The French dude, they could have done some crazy, like, the French dude, he doesn't feel threatening whatsoever. What does he do? The Oracle knows his stuff. The French dude, he speaks French and way too horny. Oh yes, he has the horns in him. The most I can remember about that scene is they made a shot when they zoomed in on a woman's vagimbus.
The truth is, we are completely out of control.
Nah. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I didn't see that right. Run it one more time.
The truth is, we are completely
What? I see nothing wrong. Do you see anything wrong? All that happened is that the French program coded the cake that the woman ate differently and added, a little some in it. So the cake made her feel a little some. Like I said, everybody's horny. The Keymaker is alright, I guess. All they did was open some doors, talk exposition, and die in the end. It's not much. Again, you could have done so much more with these characters. Oh, and I don't care about Commander Niobe and her, that love triangle between Morpheus, Niobe, and her new boyfriend. I really just do not care. Every one of them is so bland. The new characters. Morpheus, you're so cool, my guy. So if the battles are meh and drawn out, and if the plot is non-existent, and the new characters don't really offer much, and there's nothing going on but a lot of horny people, then what is the purpose of this movie? You have me sitting here for 5 hours, for what? For that, that one meme. So that's how I feel right now. This meme encapsulates me looking for the plot, or actually the entire purpose of this movie. So I'm going to give this movie a nice, a sweet, a supple, 3 out of 10. Okay, calm down, my guy. Let me explain myself. Calm down. I see you typing. Calm down. Let me explain myself. Let me tell you my thought process. For me, the reason why I give it a 3 out of 10 is because if the movie fails to intrigue me and keep me engaged and not bored throughout the entirety of the movie, then the movie failed. I do not care about no direction, camera shots, score, chase scenes, battle scenes, dialogue. Nothing matters if I am bored, if I'm looking at my phone trying to get out of here. You know, if the movie's 2 hours long and it feels like 4 hours. And that's why I give it a 3 out of 10, because it failed to keep me entertained, which is its sole purpose as a film. Alright, we're cool? We're not cool? What's going to say? So the third movie is pretty good. It fired on all cylinders and what a sequel should be instead of the garbage second movie that literally had nothing. The third movie did so much that I'm thinking, hey, why did the third movie throw a bone to the second one? Please, somebody give the second movie something. Actually, you know what? Bring it down. Yep, bring it down. I'm pretending that I know what I'm looking at. You know, hopefully I can hook it up in editing. Don't worry, I got you. Anyway, we're gonna touch it and squeaky, squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeaky, squeaky, kiki, squeaky, squeak, and it's out. Bye. We're going to pretend that does not exist. From the new characters, to Zion's fight, to Neo with Smith and the whole Matrix. Everything intertwined so well and so good, you know. And the ending, like, it gave you a good ending, not MP4, maybe? Open-ended. Like, here's an ending, but we could still make more, i.e. Matrix 4, The Resurrection, you know. So the fight. Pretty good. They're on par with the first one. Maybe not on par, but that, like, that, Zion fight alone sells it. I wasn't so sure on the mechs versus, the robots, the Sentinels, but it turned out really good. You know, them just kind of firing. How do you like more sound effects? Just nilly-willy all over the place was very exhilarating and exciting. That fight went on for so long that you might forget that you're watching a Matrix movie. They straight up ditch Neo. He does not exist in the movie anymore. It's us and the Sentinels, which was so fun. I'm over here watching this fight for 20 minutes like... Wow, that's a really cool mech movie that I'm watching. For the Sentinels breaking in, to having to reload the mechs and walking them in the battlefield. Everything felt so real, like I'm in there. Felt real, exhilarating, all the good stuff, honestly. Having to use a launcher and destroy the drill, and the Sentinels using themselves as shields to protect the drill. And also, like, one or two cheesy moments, like the soldier trying to open the door, but uh-oh, he got stuck. Oh no, he fell. Who will open the door? But out of nowhere, Stone Cold Steve what's going to happen? Don't worry, that one person showed up that we know. She pops up and fends off the Sentinel, freeing the soldier, and he finally opens the door for our guys, you know, to get in. Wow, such cheese. But again, the whole thing was so cool that I'm honestly nitpicking the cheese here, you know. Nairobi trying to pilot the ship in these tight spaces was also very cool. A lot of cool things, basically, is what I'm trying to say. The fight with Neo, Trinity, and Smith on the other ship was honestly one of the best ones. and Neo straight up turns into that dude from Mortal Kombat. I forgot his name. Neo using his powers outside of the Matrix again. The stuff with Niobe here is better. It's still I'm still not for the love triangle, but she's a much better component here. The general, he is cool too. I get it. All he's trying to do is protect Zion, but I do not roll with him saying, "Oh, if I had the choice up to me, I would have every woman and child pick up a gun and go out there." What, my guy? You want this on the battlefield? Good luck, you're on your own, Chief. They're all good except for one character, the train conductor. This hobo dude felt so useless again, like the keymaker, or like the French guy. Felt so useless. And they were there for, I don't know, a couple of seconds before you never see him again. You know, like he's the one who controls basically the port between the Matrix and the real world. Cause cool, you know. Thankfully Neo was stuck in that space for like 5 seconds, and that plot got resolved immediately. And they had to, because again, with the Zio fights and the whole Matrix shtick, you know. Overall, pretty solid on the character front. Now, let's move on to the last thing, the plot. What do I have to say for the plot? Interesting. The Oracle been scheming something for way too long. The Father Matrix in the end tells her, "You've played a very dangerous game." It's either Smith is the one, or Neo and Smith are the one. It's one of those. Because she told him in the beginning, "You're not the one, Chief. I don't know who told you. I don't know what you've been smoking. I don't know why you're still hanging out with Morpheus. I don't know what he's been smoking, but you're not the one." The most interesting thing was when Smith got to the Oracle, he said, "If you knew that I was coming here, why didn't you escape?" The Oracle wanted Smith to absorb her, so Smith can become a threat in the Matrix. And Neo would be the only one to stop him. But her general scheme does not stem from a bad resolution. She wanted peace, and she wanted this whole thing to be over, so she did what she did. They offed Trinity in the end so fast. Bye, take care, we'll read you no more. And then they offed Neo too, but did he actually die? Neo was carried out by the AI on a platform. Where? I don't know. To your mom, my theory still stands that the inside and outside of the Matrix is still the Matrix. They did the first Matrix and it failed, and the ones that start to think about maybe, well, in a simulation, and start to have these sort of thoughts, instead of killing them and wasting their energy, they have them, you know, leave and go to Zion, that is outside of the Matrix. But I give the third movie overall another spicy 9 out of 10. So I have a 9 on the first, a 9 on the third, and a 3 on the second, because I don't care what you're telling me. I'm giving it a 3 on the second because of the ending. It was very cool. Other than that, it should be a 0 for wasting my time. So, the whole trilogy, the first 3 movies, would be a solid 8 out of 10. Again, I'll ask you the question again. Does the franchise hold up? Yes, it does. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That will be why I end the video, but we still have the Animatrix and the 4th Matrix movie. Cause, and probably they're gonna make more, and I'll have to make a part 2, you know. And there's still the Matrix games that I want to dabble in, but That will be again a separate video. Take care, I'll see you in like 2 seconds. My arm, my hand. Think Mike, Jesus. Oh, didn't see you there. Hi, it's me, Wozo. Hey, I just watched The Animatrix, and I'm here to tell you what's good in the hood. I'm tired, my guy, but if I don't record this right now, I'm not gonna record it for like another 2 days. So here I am. So, The Animatrix, golly, it's a lot to unpack. I haven't seen Resurrection, because again, like I said 3 seconds ago, focus. Like I said, a lot to unpack. The Animatrix came out between the second and the third movie. So literally 3 Matrix movies in 2003. My guy, what is this, FNAF? 5 games in 1 year? This audience was recorded in front of a live studio video. The whole thing is an hour and a half long, and it's too much. There are a couple of stories that definitely should not be there, or should be shorter, because the only 2 important stories are the Second Renaissance Part 1 and Part 27. Those 2, the other ones, straight garbo. So Part 1 and Part 2. It basically tells the creation of the Matrix. Or not the Matrix, the war between man and machine. But let's not get ahead of myself. There's a lot of stories, and I would like to give some input, like the machines. I know. Thank you. I can't move my arm. I just got my second shot. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know why I'm still moving my arm, but thank you. I should probably write some scripts down. Thank you. My thoughts are nothing but a jumbled mess. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So, let's start with the first one, which is dubbed, since I'm not going to remember these names, I'm telling you. Let's see what that entails. It's difficult to like this. My guy, why are there horny people all over again? From the second that it starts, you see 2 people fighting in a simulation, just like Neo and Morpheus. And they're both way too horny for some reason. Why, my guy? Somebody explain me this. Like, why did they get naked? They got naked throughout the fights, slowly undressing each other while they're fighting with swords, and I'm just sitting here feeling uncomfortable as a freak. Each got a different animation style. Does not have that the first one got a 3D animation, and it's aged. It's from '03, so it's nothing crazy to look at. So pair it up with horny people, and Chief, I don't want any part of this. I'm sorry, roll the credits again. I don't care, reuse the edits. As I'm walking out, there's probably some sound effects, maybe some studio audience noise, I don't know. So it's about this group, which I presume either the first Zion or any other Zion. It does not matter, and they find that Zion is about to be attacked by Sentinels, so they just send a message to Zion. Roll the credit as I'm walking again. Roll the credits. That was the first movie. Bye-bye. Good luck. I hope you like the horny people. A lot of panties and a lot of dingles. They all just die at the end, and that's it. Really, they all die a brutal death, which might be the most fun part of the whole thing. I feel sad for them, but at the same time, some action. It's odd, I guess. Like, the whole thing felt unnecessary. For the animation, don't care about it aged. For the story it tells, nothing. Oh, Zion is being attacked. Cool. They make a remark that they don't know what the drill is. It's their first time, so that's why I'm saying, is this the first Zion being attacked? But I don't know. Since one of the stories was in the 40s, like, my guy, the second story kicks off with the Second Renaissance Part 1, Bao, I remember that name, and of course, the infamous Part 2, I know, very difficult to remember. Here finally the animation looks, very sweet, very supple, very fitting, and not aging in any shape nor form. And also, so damn depressing, my guy. I'm just sitting there. Please kill me. It got so sad way too many times. Screw that world. Who wants to live in such a garbage world? The humans are trash, and the machines are trash. It all boils down to, machine, man make machine. Machine do stuff. Machine kill people. Machine want right. Man no right give machine. Man and machine go doof doof. Bow bow. Machine win. Roll the credits. Humans made machines to do their bidding. But one day, some machine out of nowhere in Yorton, out of nowhere, kills their master for no reason. Kills, in fact, particular right here. It's a bit blurry, and they don't tell you exactly what happened, but from what I saw, he just straight up killed the old man. I think he's an old man, and he killed cats. He killed like 5 cats, and then he killed a woman for no reason. It looked like that they were just some old couple, that they had this robot servants, and he went haywire and killed everybody. It wasn't some sort of a he was protecting the lady, because the husband was all wicky-wacky from doing a little glug-glug. No, it wasn't some sort of a sympathy thing. He just was like, you know what, I'm good. I drew the line at, you killed the cats. Why? Not because they're animals, probably, but because, hey, what did the cats do to you? And they were mutilated, the cats. Chief! I'm probably just looking at a robot.png or something. I'm not gonna cut out the whites. I'm going to find the most plain robot picture and just splatter that on screen. This dude, the machine, or that specific robot was really like, hey yo, all I wanna do is live. So I killed like 2 people and like 5 cats. At this point, the machines got woke, and they want some rights, while the humans are like, nah, we're good, and they start ditching everything. Also, put this clip right here. Thank you very much. Yeah, so in editing, don't worry. Right in here, the humans became really garbage and started to basically, humiliating, I stutter, all the machines, even though you gave them way too much conscious. At this point, give them a soul and they're human, you know. So the rest of the machines built their own civilization somewhere else. Their currency and their technology became way too good that the humans declared war. But before that, the ambassadors for the machines came through to make some peace offering, but they were immediately just murdered. So the war started, and surprisey, the humans lost. What? You serious? Is a human lost? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm moving my arm. My itch hurts. Again, it's a big accomplishment. I have a needle phobia, so me getting my 2 shots, but my guy, it's a big victory for me. Also, I was sitting in that chair for like 3 minutes waiting for my shots. I'm like, any second now, any second, just look away. While my dude was just reloading syringes. And I'm over here sitting, losing my mind. My body cold, my soul gone. And as a last ditch effort, the humans were like, hey, if we can't live on this earth, then nobody can. And they made the black clouds in the sky. They made a thin layer, and I don't know why. They also lost the war, and the robots found another way to get energy, because they blocked the sun, they blocked their main source of energy. And the robots just studied the human body and used our bodies to generate energy, infinite energy. And that was the story of how we got bodied. It's a cover. Good night. Happily ever. That one by itself, actually that one should be the entire movie with 1 or 2 extra. Because again, comparing that to the other ones feel empty. They tell either something or nothing. But thankfully the art style carries through. This one is literally Neo in the first movie being saved by Morpheus. It's the exact same ish, but it's Neo saving this kid that became aware, you know, and it's just some antics with the agents, the same shtick. In the end, he wakes up and you can see a shadow that I'll show you, a shadow of show the clip. Thank you very much. Here, it does not matter. A shadow of Neo and Trinity. Thankfully, again, the art style here was very bizarre and very amusing. In the beginning, I thought that it would get kind of tiring for my eyes because it's very jarring. But again, like it's just way too fluid and way too bizarre that it can't help but love it. In terms of story, again, nothing much, you know. We're not being told anything. So here with the program, we're back with the anime vibes, and it's basically, oh, you remember that garbage dude from the first movie that betrayed us? Let's redo it. It's just rehashed stuff, but instead of him, it's a simulation of basically they put you with somebody, and that somebody betrays us and tells you, hey, do you want to come through or not? And if you say yes, you fail the simulation. If you say no, then you won the simulation. That's basically it. Again, for most of these, the animation carries through. So we're moving on, because I don't have much to say. Cool animation, cool fight scenes. It's just, that's it really. See, I really enjoyed this one because it's basically what happens when a human pushes past the limit. And no, we're not talking about Dragon Ball. Thank you, yes, no, I know, I got jokes. I know, I'll be here all night. My tip jar is at the bottom. I'll see no money though, so better run the pocket. No, I'm not robbing you. I might look like that I might be carrying a gun. I'm not. Where is this bit going? I don't know. Like I said, this one is very interesting. It's this runner dude that pushes past his human limit and wakes up in Matrix, while the agents been watching him and trying to stop him. But he runs so fast that you can see, I think, his muscles show up, like his skin deteriorates, and you can see the muscle, and it's him just running at basically light speed, trying to break his record. And that one was really fun. They're using like two colors in here. I'm seeing yellow and black, and perfection.
I have an unstable signal.
ほう、向かってくるのか。金儲けをするのも安心するためだ。友人を作ったりするのも安心するためだ。
ふん。やれやれだぜ。
バカな。
動けねえのに背後から近づかれる気分ってのは、例えると水の中に1分しか潜ってられない男が限界1分目にやっと水面で呼吸しようとした瞬間。
I'm getting tired. I'm not gonna hold you, but again, I want to talk about each one and make sure that I tapped in. But still, I feel like that I'm not really saying much, but still, they're not offering much other than animation. We have the next one, Beyond, and the animation. I love it so much. It's an anime movie. That's what I'm saying. A quality of an anime movie. But the story is just this girl finds this haunted place, which is an anomaly in the Matrix, where there's zero gravity and stuff glitching in and out. No burger joints. Thank you again. The agents shut the place down, and that's it. Goodbye. Take care. Cool. With this one, it dragged out. More than the rest. It kept going, like, cool. I waited for something to happen, but nothing really happened. There was something interesting at the end, which was, I presume, Neo, and he talked about that the anomaly location, the location itself, has been compromised, and he's going to relocate it. So I'm guessing and then this place is basically an easy way to get people out of the Matrix. Basically, you go in there, you see the zero gravity, you see all these things, and it slowly eases your mind, and then you find this exit door that the girl found, and once you step out, you're out of the Matrix. Very useless. I wish that they delved deep into this one. Sadly, I feel like, the talent was wasted here. Also, I had a very adorable kitty. The next one, which is called A Detective Story, as I've seen on my screeno. And this one had also a very nice art style. And it tells the story of this detective that's basically bankrupt, that was hired by the agents to find Trinity. Okay, a familiar name, thank God. He finally found her after a lot of leads and stuff, and she tried to save him because he's really smart, but in the end, he gets possessed by an agent, and she had to let him go, which was really sad because in that short span, I really did get attached to the detective. I don't know why, but I did. He seemed like a cool person. That was the 40s, right? And Trinity was wearing a different fit, and she had longer hair. Different Neos and different Trinities and different Morpheus. One day I will make a Harry Potter video since I've seen like 2 movies when I was a kid. So I basically have seen none of the movies. And one day I'll make a video about it. One day. If it's in the future and you're watching me, you'll be like, hopefully, yo, search it. Type Sensei Yasa Harry Potter. It might pop up. If it does, bobby bada bop, you're welcome. If it doesn't, give it some time. Maybe remind me. I don't know. So this one is definitely on the higher end. Also, the art style is like a newspaper. It's just way too nice. Also, use of like 2 colors too. This noir feel to it. Gotta love it. Again, I'm still trying to find stuff to say about it. You know. Trinity looking nice. Hey, how you doing, girl? Hit me up, sure, I need a girlfriend. It's another group of survivors that try to revert the machines back to their side. Not to slave them, but to trick them, make them think, oh, humans good, machine bad, basically. By capturing them, putting them into a simulation where they show them, oh, we humans are fun. We like to have fun. Machines are bad. Don't go near them. But they also got bodied. Surprisingly. Oh, what? Really? Man. But the reason why they got bodied because the Sentinels were a lot smarter and started adapting, and they dropped the radar to get some backup. And our guys did not know about the backup, so you can see how that could, cause a problem, you know what I'm saying? And it did work. It did convert some of these machines to the new religion. What's your end goal? A flash drive? You going around and poop, downloading data, or capturing one at a time out of the millions upon millions, or you're creating bad machines versus good machines. I don't know what was their end goal, but they got bodied and we will never know. Still, very interesting. The art style inside the simulation was not a fan of it. Outside, it looked pretty swell. Overall, that was all of them. Again, it ran for about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 with credit, and you could have easily got away with just an hour and focus on the good ones. The first one for me is definitely the weakest, because at least with the Beyond one, as much as empty it was, the art style, yes. Sometimes I say stuff and allude to a joke or a bit, but I just get stuck. Again, I don't write script, because if I write a script, I'm going to stutter, so I have to talk off the dome to avoid stuttering. Overall, I give the whole shtick a nice 7 out of 10. If you took out the 3 that I don't like and focus on the good stuff, it will go to an 8. The only one that actually gave really useful information was the Second Renaissance Part 1 and Part 2 that gave the entire backstory of the Matrix. All of it. Remember when Morpheus was teaching Neo about the whole thing, and he said, "We don't know what happened." Well, now we know. He also said, "We don't know what happened, but we're the one who scorched the sky." Literally, we're the one who made the sky black. That was a lot of talking, and that was a lot of talking, and I do not look forward to editing any of this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate editing, but I want to edit and have this video be as enjoyable as possible. I'll see you after I edit this ish, then watch Resurrection, and then we should be wrapping this whole video up, because it's tiring. Anyway, take care. It's been your host, Sensei Yasser. I'll see you in 2 seconds. This movie sucks. Just, you know what? Just sucks. Not low-key sucks. Not disappointing. I thought about it. I watched it a couple hours ago and I thought about it. Yeah, I know, it sucks. Yeah, I know. It's worse than the second movie. At least I could poke fun at the second movie. And here, it's just bad, and, you know, I forgot most of it. You know, all that conflict and, you know. Yep, here we are at part 5 of the review. Woohoo, finale. Yay, and we're ending with a stinker, baby. See, my guy, I've only talked for like 40 minutes after I watched the movie, and I never felt like I touched enough on how awful it is. And honestly, in the end, I gave it a 6 out of 10. I'm like, yeah, it's alright. But 2 seconds later, I'm like, yeah, no, it's not a 6. It's like the best I could give it is a 5. And that's generous. But no, if I gave the second movie, I gotta give the second movie a 3 out of 10. If I did, then the second is a 4. And this, I'm telling you right now, it's a 3 out of 10. You know, if you're here for the verdict, just popped in to see what I thought about the last movie. Now, I don't know, what did you expect? My guy, it's even hard to poke fun at. No, it's not difficult to poke fun at. It's not difficult, but it's not fun to do so. Second movie filled with exposition and horny people. Here, nothing happens. Hey, let's redo the first movie a little bit and reference the trilogy a whole ton, you know, and that's it. The third movie was open-ended, but that's not how we go about it. I like where the story went. Oh, there's not enough power, so they used Neo as a power source, Neo and Trinity. But I just don't like, how, actually, no, I just don't like. Leave it at that. The whole thing was just filled with nothingness. They saved Neo and they saved Trinity, the movie's over, bye-bye. Roll the credits. I'll reuse this edit for how many eons I want. And I am pissed. And the first time I recorded this, I was not pissed. So, and honestly, I did the same bit, so I'm redoing it. Why? It's my video. Yep. Walk it out. Keep going, the credits. Let it pop, baby! It's just, my guy. Why? This movie, why? Walk out again. The credit is still going. The credit is still going. Yeah, keep clapping. Yeah! I put more time into this video than they did for that movie. Yeah, my audio is speaking hard on this one. I am sorry, but you have to understand, after watching the 3 movies and the side hoe, the Animatrix, after doing all that and being invested, I'm ending it with this. Of course, my brother warned me, hey, don't watch it. I'm still going to watch it, my guy. Not know for myself if it's bad or not, but to see what happens. Where would they take this? And again, I like the direction, but the execution is god-awful. I'll go in detail about everything in a second, but in that 40 minutes that I recorded, it was so bad that I even forgot to mention the villain until like at the end of the review. The main villain, the analyst, the therapist, I forgot to mention it. Feels like part 5 of this review won't have a lot of jokes, but just me feeling salty and disappointed. I'm like that cool dad that got disappointed in his son or whatever. Let's dissect it. I'm not trying to talk for another 40 minutes, God forbid. So, I got some tea right here, cause Lord, oh Lord, I'm drier than a desert. A great analogy too, right? Yeah, desert, Let's start with an easy one, the fights. I guess, I mean, if you look at them from far away, you can't say, yup, they're all fighting. All I wanted to see was Neo throw hands, and in here, they've took away most of his powers, like they did Goku in GT. He learned one new move, Force Push. That's the only thing that I like about the fights. That Neo sometimes can use his force to deflect some attacks, to throw away some enemies. Other than that, he doesn't do anything. Matter of fact, my Dumbo brain didn't realize that Neo never used the gun throughout the whole thing. They looked at the first movie when Neo walked in with 2 fat ass guns, and they were like, you know what? Nah, we don't want cool stuff. It's funny. Yeah, so calm down. Don't jump into other areas. It's not funny. It's funny later. The funny part, we'll get to it later. About how meta they got, and they made fun if they whatever. Yeah, so cut the spot out. Thank you. I got you. Mwah. The best thing I can say about the fights are the I don't know, the shooties. Seeing Morpheus fire some bullets, again, not much, very forgettable. Nobody dies here, so there's no stakes, and they make fun of it too. The new crew makes fun of how the old crew of Neo dies every time, so they were like, oh, did you know that they die? Hopefully that we don't die, and they don't. Every single one of them survives. SubhanAllah. Allahu Akbar. Instead of agents swarming the place, looking all snazzy, it's zombies. Damn near zombies. If you would have walked in on me, just like the 3rd movie, if you have walked in on me on the 3rd movie, you would think that I was watching a mecha movie. And here, if you have walked in on me, you would think that I was watching a zombie movie. Huh. That's a cool zombie movie that I'm watching. It's nothing but normal people attacking Neo. They don't look like agents, they don't bother with anything. And that idea of the swarm and bots, it sucks. I guess the parts where the bots jump from windows and kamikaze onto Neo and turn into while they're escaping is cool, but again, yeah, See, it's very mid. I can't even make fun of it that much. It's just bad. The only positives that I can say about the fight is I like Morpheus' fight in the beginning. It was cool when he was bodying everybody, and the fight in the bathroom between Neo and Smith. It was alright. And that's the best thing I can say. It was alright. Soldiers are dumber than the stormtroopers. They have machine guns or whatever, and they're shooting at Morpheus, Neo, Trinity from point blank, and they miss. Multiple soldiers shooting. Morpheus is right up your ass, and you can't hit him. Bro, they're not even doing some crazy movement, jumping off the wall. No, they're just running away. Like, what, brother? Huh? Just like the other movies, I never really cared about the new characters. The only one that I hated was Niobe, when they brought her back as an old hag, because all she did was waste my time. She saw Neo, imprisoned him, and then he immediately escaped. Literally immediately escaped. So you're wasting my time by imprisoning Neo. Why did that scene was there? Sorry, what? Why was that scene there? Why did you imprison Neo? Just to have him escape immediately after. Like, that's what I'm saying. So many unnecessary scenes. And her talking about, oh, we can't go save Trinity, even though we all know he will, no matter what. So it's like, Niobe's the only character that I wish she never came back. Bugs, she's cool. I thought that I would hate her, like Pan from GT. I keep referencing GT. This is like the second time. But you know, Pan from GT. I thought that I would hate her. Oh, want to be the main character head ass. You know, look at me, you know, I'm here, wow, in the new Matrix. But honestly, she's very tame. She is the head of the new crew, the captain. But again, Neo was still, you know, the main character. Thank goodness. The others don't care about him. The villain that I forgot to mention a couple hours ago. By golly, he was so boring. It was interesting that with this idea of slow motion or bullet time and stopping Neo, but they never really did much with it, and he never really fought. So it's not like it was some, like, he will never amount to Agent Smith. Sorry, Smith, he stopped being an agent, you know, again. Did you forget, you big Dumbo? Come on. Yeah, it's just forgettable, and he has the cat. Just like in the first movie, the cat is like, the old Morpheus bounced. You know, he's like, nah, you know what? Nah. The new Morpheus will never amount to the old one, of course. But I didn't hate him, he was alright. But I just didn't like him constantly referencing the old Morpheus and the old movie. Oh, remember this? Remember that moment? But honestly, they all keep referencing the old movies. So, you know, he's not the only one with the nostalgia fever. And who else did I neglect to mention? The new characters, oh yeah! The most authoritative character to ever grace us. Yay! It's the French dude. Yeah. Yeah. Who we? Yay! I've been wondering. Whoa. Your whole shtick in the second movie was that you were way too horny. And guess what? And he speak French. So guess what? What he does here? Speak French. He doesn't fight. So why are you here? He was literally a boomer in here. I don't like to use that word, but he was complaining, like they were fighting, Neo and everybody was fighting, and he was on the sidelines yelling about Zoomers. Bro, what?
You ruined every suck my silky ass thing. We had grace, we had style, we had conversation. Not this deep art. Films, books, they were all better. Originality mattered. You gave us space, Zuckersuck.
Oh, you and your new movies and your Zuckerbergs and your... I don't know, Battle Royale games. He was spewing out some garbage. Of course, with Smith, just like Morpheus, the actor bounced. Maybe, I don't know why. Maybe he saw the script or was like, nah fam. Maybe he wasn't into it no more. I don't know. The new guy, don't care about him. His fight with Neo felt unnecessary. It was just, hey, you remember him? Remember Smith? Let's have one more fight. I did like him popping up at the end and helping Neo, even for a little bit. See, now he served a better purpose in this movie than just being nostalgic. Neo is Neo, but much less powered. Trinity, she's nothing until the end, because again, we have to save her, and we save her at the last moment, so she doesn't really have time to shine and be herself. I really liked when Smith shot the analyst. That was cool, well deserved. Thank you, Smith. And when Trinity punched the analyst's jaw off, thank you very much. And she slit his throat as well. That felt good. But again, the analyst is not dead, so you know, he's just code. He immediately got back up. But it did look good, and it did feel good. That was it about the characters. If I ever forgot anything about them, here is some text on the screen. Feel free to read it while I sit here in silence. The last thing is the plot. Owie. Sorry. The last thing is the plot, and it's the best thing out of everything. But sadly, they don't do much here. I like them explaining what happened after the third movie, which is there was not enough power for the machines, so they fought each other, machine on machine, no pause. And sadly, we didn't see that. I don't know why we didn't see the machine war against machines. That sounds really interesting. I guess if you want to see a fight between machines and man, you have the Zyro fight and the fight in the Animatrix in part 1 and part 2, I guess. We could have had this one, at least 5 minutes for that one, but whatever. And they found a new power source, which was Neo and Trinity. They was able to take Neo by himself. He was unstable, but with Trinity, he was able to. But they can't have them too close, or he'll also break out. So he needs to be close enough. It's funny how in the Animatrix, the last anthology movie was about converting the machines back to the human side. And guess what happened in this movie? Some of the machines were on our side. In the Animatrix, their eyes turned green, you know, like the good side. And here, it stayed red. Unfortunately, they don't fight. All they did was transport Neo to the base and us to Trinity. Not much, really. And yeah. Oh, see, I forgot one character. That kid. Yeah, thank you very much, Awesome in editing. I know you've been working really hard. Don't even respond to me like last time. I got you. Looking nice. I see you. Yeah, her. She's now helping them, and she wants revenge for her parents because they were purged. You know, in this new Matrix, normal programs or whatever. And I don't care about her. Oh, I lost my parents, head ass. Oh, I don't have a daddy, head ass. I don't care about you and your damn revenge. She was so boring. They tried to make her Loki the new Oracle, but it did not work. I didn't like her. Her name, forgot, bye. I just wish that they talked more about the Matrix after Save Eternity. Half of the movie, or 2/3, should be them, Neo and Trinity, do your thing, but then I wanted to see them do more with the Matrix. Trinity was like, me and Neo were in charge of the Matrix, and we're going to change it, and the movie ends. Roll credits, pa pa la pa pa. I'm not loving it. For 90% of the movie, I was just watching them rescue Neo and Trinity, and that wasn't good. In the first movie, it took them like 15 minutes to get Neo out of the Matrix, and here it was an hour long, half the movie. Why did it take them so long? And they went super meta with it by trapping Neo in his new Matrix, and it was all the Matrix was nothing but a game. It was ironic that they mentioned that Warner Bros. Wanted to make a sequel, a fourth one, and they have to make it. And some of the people that he worked with, I hope they die. F them. Do you know what people want from the Matrix? Explosions and shooty bang bangs. No, it's all about bullet time. No, it's all about effing with your mind. He saw Trinity in the cafe and it was like, yo, she's a one effing MILF.
Total effing MILF.
Cause as soon as he said that, I want to choke the soul out of him. They just choke the whole soul out of him. Those people that he worked with are just the most horribly written characters. Reboots are everything. Reboots sells. Your mama sells. They made Neo go insane. And me. He stopped taking the blue pill. Because of them. And I also went insane. But instead of leaving the Matrix, I'm talking about the Matrix. Here. Holding a mic. That's my Matrix. I'm in a loop. I keep talking about the Matrix. Help! Somebody get me out! Neo, where are you? Should I jump out the window? Cause the new way of escaping the Matrix is out to phone booths. It's jumping through a window. So should I jump out of my window? I give this movie, it's worse than the second one. If I give the second one, okay, a whole reevaluating. The first one is a 10, I'm sorry. If I give it a 9, then it's a 10. The second movie, it's a 4. The third movie is an 8 or a 7. And the Animatrix is a 6 or a 7, I don't know, man. And this one, the fourth one, is a 3. I think I like my verdict. This new one, it feels appropriate. And if you notice, it's like the first one is good, second one, not good, third one good, fourth one not good. So if they make a fifth one, cross your fingers. It should be good, based on this trajectory. If I missed anything, like I said for a third time, it's on screen. I don't care no more. I'm outie. This was so anticlimactic to end on. And, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any thoughts, be civil first of all. Don't be like, how dare you say the second movie sucks. My grandmama passed away and this movie helped me recover. I don't care about that. All I talk about is actual facts and, critique. No bias, no nothing. So be civil in the comment section or you're donezo to me. Honestly, all I want for these videos to be, timeless and as much fun to watch as possible, from the critique to the jokes, to the edits, to the clips I show from the movies, to have some visual aid, Again, hopefully, this whole thing feels like an experience, That's my end goal here. So anyway, I'm out. Take care. And yeah, I'm done talking, Chief. I'm done. Take care. 33 minutes for what? Too much. Bye. Like the video. I don't say much. Actually, I never say it, but hey, throw a bone for your boy, Hey, I'll make a review on everything, to be honest with you. Movies, games, I don't really care. So yeah, bye.